Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to detail a story of an incident in Richmond. Eric Brown was a 21-year-old man and was said to have been a mechanic. On October 10th, 2016, Eric would go to a park where a tragedy would later strike. Police responded to calls about shots being fired about 10:50 p.m. and arrived at the park at 3501 Morningside Drive, just east of Valley View Elementary School. They found two men suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. According to Richmond PD, one of the men was 21-year-old Eric. He died at the scene. Another man who was 19, he was shot in his lower body, but he survived. The shooting made for some terrifying moments for neighbors who lived around the park, with bullets hitting bedroom windows, but no one was hurt when the bullets hit the home. Police called the shooting an uncalled for crime and said they hoped the suspect's arrest will lead to closure and comfort to Eric Brown's family. Eric was Richmond's 22nd homicide of the year at that time.
No doubt about it, a terrifying night in one of Richmond's quietest neighborhoods after gunshots left a man dead and a family running for cover. NBC Bay Area's Jody Hernandez joins us live from Lomain Park. This is where it all developed. That must have been very frightening for that family.
It certainly was, Jessica. This is a park frequented by children and by families, as you can see. But last night, a place normally filled with laughter and play turned into a terrifying crime scene.
I heard.
Investigators later determined that the shooting happened over a drug deal that went bad. Eric was selling 3 pounds of weed to 3 men, but they decided to rob Eric. Eric attempted to pull a gun, which he did, and shot one of the men before he was fatally shot himself. 3 men, Richard, Anthony, and Carmani, were all later arrested and charged with murder in March of 2017. But investigators found that Richard and Anthony were not armed at the time of Eric's death. They had participated in a robbery, but not the shooting. Richard and Anthony pled no contest to second-degree robbery, which they would get a strike offense, which will impact their future sentencing if either man is convicted of a crime in the future. A judge gave both men a sentence of 3 years, with them already serving 934 days. They were authorized to release both men. By 2021, Carmani will be sentenced for killing Eric, and he will be sentenced to 27 years in jail. His earliest parole date is 2033. Eric's family still mourns his death and throws events at the park he died at to celebrate him. He was only 21 years old. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.